Welcome back to CLE Weekend. They are the backbone of our country. They have given their time, for some their lives, and for all that we have today, we have to say thank you, veterans. They are our everyday heroes, and today we honor them by highlighting an event that is just for them and their families. Here to talk about Vet Connect Veterans Stand Down is John Rice, Executive Director for the Cuyahoga County Veterans Service Commission. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You know, we're excited to talk about this event, which was known as Vet Connect, but this year you've kind of made an addition, added in Veterans Stand Down. Tell us a little bit about that change.
Yeah, so the event has always been resource intensive and access to various partners for our veterans. And this year we decided that, you know, with winter coming up, the homeless stand down is usually in the spring. We wanted to transition that to the fall timeline so that veterans can get those winter clothing items that they need right before the winter hits. So we're looking forward to that.
Let's talk specifically about the event coming up here on September 21st. Where is it? What is it? You know, who can come? Give me the nuts and bolts.
On September 21st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 4261 Fulton Parkway. Any veteran or dependent can show up and we will allow them to come through and check out all the resources. If they're a Cuyahoga County veteran, they can also get some of the giveaway items that we have. Unfortunately, because we're a county entity, we can't give coats and boots and everything to everybody that comes and sees us, but at least those Cuyahoga County veterans will have some of these critical items.
They are critical. We're starting to get into these colder months. Not only can veterans come in and actually learn about your services, but they can sign up for things on that same day.
Yeah, so we're gonna help people enroll in VA benefits. We'll do some wellness checks. We're gonna have barbers on site to do barber cuts. We're gonna have a bunch of other community partners that are gonna help people enroll in the benefits and services that they may need, including other county benefits as well.
Is there something that you would say that, you know, people come in and they're maybe shocked to learn that you provide?
For the most part, veterans aren't completely aware of all the benefits that they're due, whether that's VA claims or even more specific to the state of Ohio is emergency financial assistance. Every county in Ohio has a Veteran Service Commission that provides emergency financial assistance when veterans are in need. And for Cuyahoga County veterans, that's us. And we help with rent and mortgage and food, clothing, hygiene, and things like that when veterans are struggling. For instance, when we had the recent power outages, we were able to pivot quickly and help veterans replace the food that was lost in their fridge. In just a few days, we did over $80,000 in food assistance for veterans right here in Cuyahoga County to help them replace that food that was lost. But that's just a small microcosm of what we can do on a day-to-day basis. We're here Monday through Friday at our main office providing assistance to veterans who need it, and that's keeping veterans from being homeless, helping veterans transition out of homelessness, and just in general when a veteran is struggling. So laid off from a job, a spouse laid off from a job, need help with a mortgage payment, a car payment here and there, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and you know, you do think about time of need, right? Like you said, power outages, storm damage, but that's not just it for them. As you've said, this is all the time. So we want you to think more about not just something that's happened for a couple days that may impact you. Let's say someone wants to come to the event who maybe had a husband or a wife that have since passed away and they were a veteran. Are they able to attend?
They are, absolutely. So surviving spouses, we want to serve them just as much as we want to serve veterans, and we want to make sure that they're taken care of. We can connect them with other resources, and it's not just us. There's going to be a litany of community partners on site. As of right now, over 40 registered partners, and many of them serve surviving spouses and spouses the same way they serve our veteran population.
I hope if you're sitting at home thinking, wow, even if you're not a veteran, but you know someone who is, thinking, let me call them and tell them, should we pre-register? Do we just show up the day of the event? What do you say?
I would recommend pre-registration. And when you pre-register, be prepared to get us your documentation ahead of time. If you get us your ID card and your discharge documents ahead of time for either you or if you're a surviving spouse, you're the veteran, then you'll be able to fast pass through the registration. In years past, this event has had quite a big turnout, and the biggest logjam is always at the registration table because we're collecting information, verifying things. So individuals who are able to verify that ahead of time will be able to just take a picture of the QR code from the registration. They will just get a little lanyard and go right into the event, and that would streamline it not just for yourself but for every other veteran that's coming to the event.
Yeah, you want that. Tell us again about the details, again, where this is, when this is, in case anyone missed it.
Yeah, so it's 4261 Fulton Parkway. We do encourage everybody to check out the website because parking is not on site. We are parking off site at the Metro Parks, in a Metro Park lot, and then we're shuttling people into the event. And the reason being is that the event is grown quite a bit. And so the entire parking lot is going to be filled with tents, food tents, because we're providing food for attendees, the tents to distribute all of these items and other things. It just takes up a lot of space. And so unfortunately there'll be no parking on site. So we're asking everybody to check out that website and get a link to the QR code, take a picture, it'll link you directly to the parking lot. If not, and you pull up to the site of Fulton Parkway, we'll have somebody standing there to hand you directions to the parking.
Great, and what should we bring?
You should bring your discharge documentation and your ID card to prove that you're a resident in Cuyahoga County. If you're not from Cuyahoga County, that's fine. You can still come to this event. You won't get the distribution of all the items, but you will be able to access dozens of community resources that will still apply to you.
Great, Sean, thank you so much, and thanks so much for being a wonderful member of the community, trying to help take care of our veterans and get them on their feet into a better place.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.